My girlfriend prioritized her friend's birthday over supporting me after a severe accident. Now I'm reevaluating everything. This happened 2 weeks ago, and I'm still processing it. I need an outside perspective because I'm unsure if I'm overreacting or if this is as messed up as it feels. Background. Emma and I have been together for 2 years, living together for 1, splitting expenses, the whole domestic package. I thought we were solid. She's in public relations. I'm in software sales, recently promoted to senior account executive last month after grinding for over a year. The promotion brought a 40% salary bump and set my career path. The day it all went down was incredible at first. My boss called me into his office at 3 p.m., confirming the promotion. I was ecstatic. I texted Emma, "Love, I got the promotion. It's official. Want to celebrate tonight at that Italian place you love?" Her reply was tepid. "That's awesome, babe, but I can't tonight. It's Chloe's birthday party." You knew about it. I vaguely recalled her mentioning Chloe's birthday, but I figured a milestone this big might take precedence. Chloe's a college friend Emma sees maybe 3 times a year, while this promotion was a game changer for us. I tried again. "I get it, but this is huge. Could you maybe join the party late after dinner with me?" Her response stung. "Don't be self-centered, Ryan. Friends get 1 birthday a year. Your promotion isn't going anywhere. We'll celebrate later." The word self-centered hit wrong, but I didn't want to argue, so I said fine and told her I'd grab drinks with colleagues instead. Fast forward to 9 p.m. I was leaving O'Connell's bar, near my office, where my team and I had gone for celebratory drinks. I was texting my friend Mark, arranging to meet up later, when I stepped into a crosswalk. I didn't see the Toyota Camry blow through the red light. Next thing I knew, I was on the ground, people shouting around me. My left leg felt off, badly off. My face was bleeding, and my ribs burned with every breath. Someone called 911. The paramedics were great, stabilizing me and getting me to the hospital quickly. I had a fractured femur and 3 cracked ribs. Not fatal, but I'd need surgery and weeks of recovery. Here's where it gets ugly. In the ER, on pain meds but lucid enough to use my phone, the doctor said I was stable but needed surgery the next morning, waiting for the orthopedic specialist and to rule out internal bleeding. They needed more scans and for me to fast overnight. All I wanted was Emma's voice, her presence. I was scared, alone, in pain. I called her at 11 p.m. "Ryan, what's up? I'm at Chloe's party." "Emma, I got hit by a car. I'm in the hospital. Can you come?" Silence for maybe 10 seconds. Then, "Are you serious? How bad is it?" "Bad. Broken leg, ribs. Surgery tomorrow." Another pause, with music and laughter in the background. "Can it wait till morning?" I'm in the middle of Chloe's thing, and everyone's here. It'd be awkward to leave now. I couldn't process it. "Emma, I got hit by a car. I'm asking you to come to the hospital. Look, you're obviously okay enough to call. Rest up or call your mom. We're doing trivia, and I already chipped in for the VIP table. I'll come tomorrow morning, okay?" She hung up. I stared at my phone for 20 minutes. The nurse asked if I needed her to call anyone. I ended up calling my mom, 3 states away, and my friend Mark. Mark dropped everything, arriving within an hour. But here's what killed me. Around midnight, Emma posted an Instagram story from the party. Drink in hand, big smile, captioned, "Girls' night is life. Friends are forever priorities," while I was in a hospital bed with a broken leg. Worse, several co-workers saw the accident. It happened outside our building, dramatic with ambulances and police. By morning, word spread at work about my injuries. So everyone knows I'm seriously hurt, sending get-well cards and flowers, then sees my girlfriend's Instagram of her partying that night, preaching about priorities. I had surgery the next morning. Mark stayed the whole time. Emma didn't show, didn't text. She finally texted that afternoon. "Hey, hope surgery went okay." Chloe's party went super late. "When are you home?" That's when it clicked. I started recalling other times she'd done this. She skipped my MBA graduation party for a brewery tour with friends. When my grandmother passed last year, she attended the funeral but left early for a girls' trip. There's always someone else's priority over supporting me in big moments. I'm still in the hospital, day 3 post-surgery, asking myself, if she can't show up when I'm in the ER, when will she? Mark's been a champ, taking time off to help when I'm discharged. Emma visited once for 20 minutes, mostly on her phone, griping about parking costs. Reddit, am I overreacting? Can this relationship be saved? Or am I seeing her true colors? Edit. Thanks for the responses. Someone asked about the Instagram post. It's still up. Co-workers saw it and it's not helping her reputation at the office. Update 1. Wow. I didn't expect that response. Thank you all. It's clarified things. I got out of the hospital 3 days ago. Emma picked me up but complained the whole ride about leaving work early and parking fees. She never asked how I felt or if I needed anything. The first 2 days home were revealing. I'm on crutches, barely mobile, needing help with basics. Emma's care was leaving a sandwich on the table and saying she was meeting friends because staying home messes with her headspace. The real eye-opener came yesterday. Bedridden, I reflected on our relationship patterns. You were right, this isn't isolated. I made a list. Times Emma bailed when it mattered. My MBA party, chose brewery tour, my grandmother's funeral, left for girls' trip. My big job interview, picked brunch with her cousin. Now this accident. Times I dropped everything for her, drove 5 hours when her car broke down, skipped my brother's engagement party to support her through a co-worker drama, left a work retreat early when she had a meltdown. The contrast was painful. Yesterday, my co-worker Liam dropped by with work papers to sign. He's usually all business, but seemed uneasy. Finally, he said, "Mate, people at work are talking." Emma's Instagram post from the night of my accident has been circulating. The timestamp, midnight, right after my hospital call, paired with her priorities caption while I was prepping for surgery, isn't sitting well with colleagues or mutual friends. Liam said reactions are unanimous, people are appalled. The guys call it heartless, the women are harsher. Sarah from HR said, "I wouldn't treat a stranger like that, let alone my boyfriend." Even folks who barely know Emma are shocked. Emma doesn't know people know. She thinks she's been discreet or doesn't see the issue. She even said yesterday, "Your co-workers are acting weird when I visit." Last night, I decided. I called Mark, who's been a rock, and asked if he could help me move out this weekend. I can't lift much, but I can pack and direct. Mark took a day off to help. I haven't told Emma yet, acting normal while I get organized. Found a short-term studio apartment across town. Not fancy, but mine. I'm planning for Saturday during Emma's weekly Pilates class. I'll pack what I can, leaving a note on the counter. I keep questioning if I should talk it out, see if she can change. But then I recall lying in that hospital bed, calling the person I loved, being told a VIP table at a birthday party outranked me. Mark said something that stuck. "Mate, when someone shows you who they are, trust them the first time." She's shown you repeatedly. How long will you tolerate this? He's right. I've been excusing her for 2 years, wanting her to be someone she isn't. The hardest part is, I love her. But I'm learning there's a difference between loving someone and being loved back. I've been doing all the loving. I'll update after the move. Wish me luck. Update 2. Holy hell, you guys. I wasn't ready for what happened post-move. Saturday went as planned. Mark and 2 friends helped pack while Emma was at Pilates. I took only my stuff, triple-checking to avoid taking hers. My leg's still rough, so I mostly sat, pointing out what to grab. We cleared out in 3 hours. I left a note on the counter. "Emma, I needed you once, truly needed you, and you chose someone else." That says everything about our relationship and my place in it. I hope Chloe's birthday was worth it. Don't contact me. Ryan. I turned off my phone and headed to my new place. Sunday morning I turned it on. 47 missed calls, 23 texts from Emma. Early texts were confused. Where are you? Your stuff's gone. What's going on? Then angry, after finding the note. You're ending this over one mistake? You're being absurd, then defensive. I didn't know it was that bad. You sounded okay on the phone. Then manipulative. I'm scared of hospitals. You know I can't handle blood. Then desperate. Please call me. We can fix this. Finally, victim mode. I can't believe you're abandoning me. You're just like every other guy. I didn't reply. Blocked her number, but the drama didn't stop. Sunday night, my friend Nate, who knows us both, called. Emma showed up at his place, crying, asking if he'd seen me, claiming I vanished over a minor spat, and begging him to convince me to return. Nate, a solid friend, said, Emma, everyone knows what happened. Ryan got hit by a car, and you picked a party. That's not minor to anyone but you. Per Nate, she froze, mumbled, It wasn't like that, and left. Monday morning, the chaos exploded. I'm working from home due to my leg, but during a team video call my phone lit up, group texts, Instagram DMs, even LinkedIn messages. Emma spent Sunday night and Monday morning spinning her narrative. I was emotionally controlling, punishing her for having a social life, too possessive to handle her independence. Problem is, my coworkers already knew the real story, and that Instagram post was screenshot and spreading. Emma was panicking. Nate said she was calling friends repeatedly, showing up at their places, even trying to get acquaintances to talk sense into me. The more desperate she got, the worse it looked. People started dodging her calls. By Monday evening, her story was crumbling. Chloe, yes, birthday girl Chloe, messaged me directly. Emma never told me about your accident during the party. If I'd known, I'd have told her to leave. No party's worth that. I'm horrified she used my birthday as an excuse. The social fallout grew. Nate said their friend group chat went silent when Emma posted, and she's been excluded from recent hangouts. She's paranoid, asking if people are mad at her, getting defensive when no one responds directly. Tuesday was wilder. The story, anonymized, hit a company Slack channel as a "what would you do" scenario. Reactions were shock and disgust. When people connected it to Emma, her reputation at her job, her company works with mine, took a hit. Word spread via a shared client. Her boss's assistant, who knows my colleagues, heard it, and it snowballed. Emma's been snubbed at work, especially by women. She was left out of a team lunch this week, a first. Wednesday, Emma showed up at my new apartment. I saw her through the window, almost didn't answer, but figured I'd face it eventually. She looked rough, sleepless. We need to talk, she said. I stayed in the doorway, no invite. There's nothing to talk about, Emma. That night was a mistake. I was drunk, panicked, didn't realize how bad it was. You hung up when I said I was in the hospital. I know, but I can change. I'll do better. What got me? Her tears felt staged, like she was crying because it's expected, not because she grasped her actions. Emma, when's the last time you asked how I'm doing? Physically? Emotionally? Anything. She opened her mouth, then closed it. She couldn't answer. I have 3 cracked ribs, a broken leg. I'll need therapy for months. I can't sleep from the pain, and in 2 weeks, you've never asked how I'm coping. Even now, you haven't asked. She cried harder, but I was done. You taught me something, Emma. The difference between someone who loves you and someone who's just used to you being there. I hope we both learn from this. I shut the door. She lingered for 10 minutes, knocking lightly, then left. I haven't heard from her since. I feel lighter, like I shed a weight I didn't know I was carrying. Mark came over last night with wings and we chilled like old times. He said I seem more myself than in years. I start physical therapy Monday. Work's been supportive. My new place is small but calm. I keep wondering what would have happened if I'd stayed, accepted her apology, tried to make it work. Would she have changed, or would I have just taught her she could treat me like an afterthought and I'd stay? I know the answer. Thanks for the support, Reddit. You helped me see clearly when I needed it. Edit. Someone asked about the Instagram post. She deleted it, but the internet's forever. Friends screenshot it first. Final update. I thought I was done updating, but Emma showed up at my apartment yesterday, and you deserve the conclusion. I've been doing well, physical therapy's helping, work's solid, and I'm reconnecting with friends I drifted from during our relationship. Mark noted I'd grown distant from my crew, something I hadn't seen. Yesterday, 6 p.m., a knock. Through the peephole, I saw Emma with a gift basket. Snacks, teas, the works. Part of me wanted to ignore her, but dodging her forever isn't practical with shared friends. I opened the door but didn't invite her in. I brought this for your recovery, she said, holding up the basket. That's kind, I said flatly, but I don't need it. Ryan, please, can we talk for 5 minutes? Against my gut, I let her in. She sat on my couch. I stood, partly because sitting hurts, mostly to keep it formal. I've been reflecting, she began, and I see I haven't been a good partner. I stayed silent. I talked to my counselor about that night. She showed me I have a pattern of prioritizing others to avoid conflict. I was scared Chloe would be upset if I left her party. So you were more scared of Chloe being mad than me being injured. She paused. When you say it like that, yeah, and that's messed up. I get it, now I sat across from her. Emma, do you remember what you said when I called from the hospital? I was drunk, panicked. You told me to sleep it off or call my mom. I was terrified, hurt, facing surgery, needing the person I love, and you told me to sleep it off like it was a hangover. She cried, and it felt more real this time. I know. I replay that call daily. I hate myself for it. I don't want you to hate yourself, I said, but I can't be with someone who puts everyone else before me. You don't. You're the most important. Name one time in the last year you chose me over someone else when it mattered. She opened her mouth, then closed it. Same as last week. I can name a dozen times I chose you, over family, work, friends. I can't think of one time you did the same. She sobbed. I can change. Maybe, but not with me. You need to learn to prioritize loved ones, and I can't be your guinea pig while you do. I deserve someone who knows to drop everything when I'm in the hospital. So that's it? 2 years, and you're done? Yeah, I'm done. She cried quietly for a few minutes, then said something surprising. You're right. I prioritize others because it's easier than letting them down. I took you for granted, knowing you'd forgive me. She looked at me. I'm truly sorry, Ryan, for how I treated you. It was the first apology that felt sincere. I appreciate that, I said. She stood to leave, then turned back. I hope you can forgive me someday, not for me, but for you. After she left, I sat reflecting. She seemed to finally get it, not just the consequences, but her actions. Mark came over later, asked how I felt. Sad, I said, but not regretful. That's the truth. I'm sad 2 years ended like this, sad she had to lose me to learn, but I don't regret leaving. My ribs are mending, my legs improving, I'm starting a new project at work, and Mark and I are planning a guy's trip next month when I'm mobile. I'm good. Really good. Thanks for following this, Reddit. You helped me find my spine when I needed it most.
That she said it that way.
Did she think that was a good thing?
Yeah, she enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I didn't
Yeah.
speak to her directly.
Right.
But I think that's what she
Right.
was saying.
Right.
Like, whoa.
Right.
Just whoa.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the thing that came out of your the episode that we did that shocked me the most is how little this is discussed in the mainstream. And I had not known until you brought it up, until you became a guest on the show, until I started researching it. I was stunned. I couldn't believe that this was something that was so common. And so one of the things that comes up all the time is infertility with couples that are trying and they're using IVF, and it's more common now than ever before. And there's been a lot of things that people a lot of factors that people have attributed to that reason. A lot of them being older people that are, they put their careers aside in their 30s. They decided now it's time to have kids. They're worried that it's too late. But listening to you talk about it, it seems like that's only one part of the issue and not the big part. The big part seems to be that we're being poisoned, and we're doing it by virtue of our modern world that we live in, where so much of your life relies on plastic. And it's very difficult for people that are so set in their ways, they have routines, they don't really understand, like, what can I do to eliminate this stuff from my life? Just having the conversation and understanding that these things are having an impact is great, but the steps that people need to take in order to eliminate these things from their life, I think that's what's really important to get out there now.
Thank you. You said it really well. Let me just give people a place to go. You go to unplasticyourlife.com, okay? Mm-hmm. And then there's action, and then you can go to the various places in your home that you can...
It's just On Plastic Your Life, one word.
Unplasticyourlife.com. Yeah. Let me see if I got that. Yeah, so unplasticyourlife.com, go to Action Hub, and then to Protect Yourself. And that'll give you lots of things to do to lower these exposures.
It's almost time for spring break, so maybe you're headed to the beach, or maybe you're taking the kids on a road trip, or maybe you're just taking some extra time for yourself. No matter what, you deserve a break and a reset, and AG1 can help. AG1 is your daily health drink. Just one scoop combines your multivitamin, pre- and probiotics, superfoods, and antioxidants to help support a healthy immune system and digestion. Plus, it travels really well, so you can start working it into your routine even when you don't have a routine. Just slip a few travel packs into your luggage and have a nice flight. I've talked about AG1 for a long time, and it's not just me. I know a lot of people enjoy it. It's very easy, it's very convenient, and you deserve to take care of your health. Visit drinkag1.com/Joe Rogan, and for a limited time, get a bottle of omega-3 vitamin D3K2 and an AG1 flavor sampler for free in your welcome kit with your first subscription. That's an $111 value at drinkag1.com/Joe Rogan. Nonstick cookware, that stuff
That's
has...
different.
Is that different?
Yeah.
It was when you have nonstick cookware, does that have any endocrine disrupting chemicals as well?
But different ones.
Different ones? Which ones are those?
So those are what's called the PFAS chemicals. Mm-hmm. And it's in actually not just cookware. It's anything that puts a barrier between two medium, if you will. Like a rain jacket will put a barrier between the rain and your skin.
Right.
And also stain resistant, barrier with the stain. And it's very, very prevalent. I mean, it's all, it's in clothing, it's in...
I've read it's